Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be teaching how to... yoga class. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to turn this.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your side.
Into this.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your side.
Okay, guys, let's lose no more time and dive into FL Studio. Let's go. Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing today is create vocal harmonies from just one sample track. Alright, usually singers do sing the same track multiple times, so they create the vocal harmonies easily that way. But if you're not a singer, what we're going to be doing is try to create vocal harmonies from just one sample, okay? Okay, so I'm going to show you the original vocal, and it goes like this.
I'm opening my eyes and I'm feeling alive. I don't want to be anywhere but by your side.
So a tip that I have to you is don't create vocal harmonies for the whole vocal. Just create it for certain parts so it gets more interesting for the listener and creates that dynamic and contrast during your track. Okay, so the part that I chose to make the vocal harmonies was this one right here.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your side. I just want to be here feeling.
Okay, so I already sent this to a mixer track and cut out some low end around 100 Hertz that wasn't really needed. Okay, all right. And the first thing I'm going to be doing, guys, is to duplicate the sample. Click on it, press M to make it unique. Then we're going to be clicking on sample again, edit sample. This is going to send you to Edison. And right here, we're going to press Alt T. All right. And this is basically a pitch shifter and a format shifter. And I'm going to be changing the format of it. So we're going to just mess with this factor course a little bit to the right. And this is how the sample sounds right now.
I'm waking up, I'm taking chances.
Okay, just hit accept. And then we're going to drag this button here to the playlist, okay? And replace the previous vocal. Okay, so this is how it sounded.
I don't want to be.
And this is how it sounds now.
I don't want to be.
All right, then we're going to do this again. Duplicate the first one. Make it unique. Open it in Edison. But now we're going to be pulling the factor course a bit down. All right, and this is how it sounds.
I'm waking up, I'm taking chances.
Okay.
Waking up.
Let's accept, drag, and replace. Okay, and these sound like this.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
All right, and we're going to be sending this to a mixer track. It's sent it to 6, and we're going to send the other one to 6 as well. Okay, lower a bit the volume of this.
I don't want to be.
And what we do here to create that wideness in the vocals is we're going to send the first one all the way to the left. And it goes like this.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your.
And then the second one, we're going to send it all the way to the right. And look at the effect that it creates.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your side.
Then if you listen to it with the original vocal.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your side.
You can see the difference, okay? And last for these two, we're going to be shifting it a little bit just to make it more human, because if a singer was recording, you know, multiple takes of this vocal, they wouldn't sound exactly the same. So we're going to pull the first one a little bit to the left and the second one a little bit to the right. Okay, then we're going to lower everything down and we're going to bring these last two up to the perfect level. Okay, so let's listen.
I don't want to be anywhere but by your side. I just want to be.
And I think that's right here, okay? Then a little bit of processing. We're gonna be cutting the EQ for these two also.
I don't want to be
around 100, and we're gonna just give it a little bit of reverb to make it a bit wider, okay? Let's isolate it.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Okay, so now let's compare the original one.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by.
With the additions.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side.
Okay, sounds good, right? Okay, the next step is to duplicate the original one once again. But this time we're gonna pull its pitch all the way down, okay? 12 semitones. All right, and this is how it sounds. This one, the purpose for this one is just to give the original vocal a bit of body, okay? We're gonna add that low end so it gets more subby and has that more body, okay? So let's lower it and try to reach the right level.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side.
Okay, I'm also gonna send this to a mixer track, and what I'm gonna be doing here is cut a bit of the highs and the mids because the original vocal and the dubs will already be there, okay? I'm also gonna cut a bit on the low end because I don't want this to clash with any sub bass, okay? All right? And you can hear this here, but this is not supposed to be that noticeable in a track. You're just gonna be adding a little bit of body.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Okay, and you can see a little bit of the difference on the low end. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna be adding yet another one. This is the last one. I'm just gonna color the low bass one so you actually see, so you actually know it's different. Okay, so this is the original vocal, these are the dubs, and this is the low end vocal. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna add the last vocal. We're gonna make it unique. Okay, and for this one, we're gonna play a little bit with it. All right, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna open a new tone, and we're gonna be sending this new vocal there. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing here, I'm just gonna cut out the parts, the rest of the vocal.
I don't wanna be.
Okay. Then I'm gonna loop this, and let's see how it sounds.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side.
All right, let me just zoom in a little bit on here. What are we gonna be doing here, guys? Is create another vocal, but with a different harmony. We're gonna be pitching up the vocal in its own scale. Okay, so for that, I'm gonna set the scale up so we don't mess any notes. You can do this by ear, obviously, but just to be safe, we're gonna be snapping to scale, and then we're gonna choose the scale, which is F sharp minor, major. Yeah, F sharp major. Okay, so I'm just gonna play a little bit with this and try to create a new harmony. Okay, so it sounds like this.
I don't wanna be.
Okay, so I'm just gonna create a vocal harmony. For example, instead of I don't wanna be, I'm gonna be going like I don't wanna be. Okay, so let's go.
I don't wanna be anywhere but
okay.
Anywhere but by your.
Okay, guys. And then what we're gonna be doing is, you know, we're not gonna be wanting to center this because that would be the same as adding auto-tune. Okay, because the singers won't sing all notes exactly in the right pitch. Okay, so we can just, you know, add a little bit of center, but not too much. Then, okay, and the pitch, they're gonna have that vibrato and not gonna be singing exactly on the same note for the whole word. All right, so we're gonna add a bit of variation. Just like this. right? And now we're just gonna drag it and replace it. Let me just adjust it. Okay, let's listen how it sounds.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Also with the main vocal.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to this one, and I'm gonna drag it a little bit to the left to misplace it. Okay, then we're just gonna add it to a mixer track. Once again, we're gonna be cutting the low end. Okay, and we're also gonna be taking out some of the mids so it doesn't clash that much, and also the highs. Okay, and then we're gonna listen to the whole thing and bring it up till we think it sounds great. Okay,
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Okay, you don't want it to be that noticeable. Okay, all right, and that was it, guys. This is the whole harmonizing process. I'm gonna show you now once again the original vocal and then the harmonized one. Okay, so what we had was this.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side.
And it became this.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Okay, and to make it even more clear, I'm gonna show you this in the context of a track. This is the original one.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side.
Versus the harmonized one.
I don't wanna be anywhere but by your side. I just wanna be here feeling.
Okay, you can see how much wider it gets, right? That was it for the video, guys. Hope you could learn something out of this, and if you couldn't, you know, just try to watch the video again. And you already know, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. I really appreciate it, guys. It hasn't been easy all this time. I've been talking to YouTube, and I'm like, yo, YouTube, can you get me some subscribers, man? And YouTube's like, no, bro. And I'm like, please, YouTube, it's been tough, man, come on. And YouTube goes like, I ain't getting you no subscribers, Sandra. And I'm like, what? That's weird. And that was it for the video, guys. See you in the next one.